What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about what Norwegians think about living in America. So today, I want to take a look at this Reddit discussion where somebody asked Norwegians who moved to the United States in the last 15 years and stayed, why? Why did you move to the United States? Why did you stay? I just thought this would be really, really cool to hear from Norwegians who have actually lived in the United States and what they liked or didn't like about America. So let's take a look at some of the top comments here. Starting with, I was young, bored, and single. While all my friends were settling down with families, I was being very counterproductive. I had spent my late teens in New York. Oh, wow, New York. And I had a family there. So it was an easy move. Now I'm married and we have two young children, and we're very seriously looking at moving back to Norway. Oh, wow. Really? So this person moved to America, to New York, actually started a family, has two children, and now they want to go back to Norway. I wonder why. Because the United States is very much a terrible place to raise kids in comparison. Wow. That's pretty strong language. Wow. Not necessarily what I was expecting. I'm a little discouraged by this. The United States is a terrible place to raise kids. I don't think it's terrible. I guess I'm a little bit biased. But I guess compared to Norway, it is very, very, very different, isn't it? Um, are there any more details? Do you mind sharing more details? Uh, I'm in a similar situation. We moved back to Norway, and there's not one day I regret this decision. Wow, so starting off, it's really Norwegians who decided to move back to Norway and were happy with that decision. Wow. Besides the great parental leave, oh, okay, that's true. The benefits in Norway are much better. Okay, okay. You get better paternity or maternity leave when you have a baby. Yeah, that's terrible in America. Yeah. In America, it's like 2 or 3 months off work when you have a baby. Not that great compared to the rest of the world. Um, and lack of school shootings. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, since we're talking about this topic, I understand if Norwegians are a little skeptical of American schools because of the shootings, but I have to say, America does have a lot of school shootings, but because America is such a big country, such a gigantic place, like I've never experienced a school shooting near me. Like anywhere I've lived, it's never happened. For most Americans will never experience a school shooting or any of their kids will experience it because America is so big. Not that it doesn't happen, but it's really not something I worry about, to be honest. I really don't worry about guns that much in America, and it has a lot to do with where you live. You have to choose wisely. You can live in safer parts of America. A lot of times, the smaller towns, smaller cities, or small towns are the best and safest places. Yeah, but I mean, I can't fault you for thinking about school shootings as a terrible reason to be in America. Yeah, with kids. I am not entirely sure Norway is much better than America for a kid, but it's the early days. We hope to be happy here. Fair enough. Wow. So, first of all, people are saying They moved to America, but once they had children, they really felt like they had to move back to Norway to give their kids a better experience and have better benefits. That makes sense to me. Wow. Um, I know many that have stayed in America and one that went back to Norway and then went back to the United States again. This is a controversial response. Oh, controversy! We have a controversial statement coming. But the quality of life for high paying professions is better in the United States than Norway. Interesting. High paying professions. It's better to be in the United States? Is that because the United States is more capitalistic, more about capitalism and money? Like, if you're successful in the United States, if you own a business or you're in a great profession, the money, you'll make a lot of money because corporations have very, very few regulations here. Maybe it's a little more difficult in Norway, more regulation. Maybe, I don't know. Yes, childcare, healthcare, and education is better in Norway. Education. Education as well for Norway. Oh, wow. But if you have the money and you can pay for private healthcare and have a very high QOL, the US runs off of money. And if you have it, you have a nice life. If you have a higher paying job in Norway, the differential between yours and the average salary is much lower. Exactly, that's a great way of putting it. In America, you can really. Money is very, very powerful in America, and not everyone is rich. As a matter of fact, in America, there's a big, big difference between the poorest and the richest. So that is a little sad. That is sad. But if you come here and you're part of the rich, the upper class, you will live a very, very comfortable, happy life. That is true. It's just sad that there's a lot of poor people as a result of that. Very unequal society here. Um, we know it's great to be rich in the United States. Right, right. Oh, interesting. I mean, this is really interesting hearing sort of a outsider perspective, Norwegian point of view about America. Stuff that I never really think about all that much. The answer is going to be In-N-Out Burger. That's why you live in America. For In-N-Out Burger. And better pizza? Is there better pizza here? I know Norwegians love pizza. It all depends on the money you make. If you have a high-paying job, the United States is better. You know, I never thought about it like that. Because I've heard in Norway, Norway is a very wealthy country. And a lot of people are very wealthy in Norway. But if you're wealthy in Norway, it's not as powerful because everything is more expensive. In America, things are cheaper, but you can be even more rich. So it's even more powerful in a way. Yeah, I never thought about that because I'm not one of the super rich Americans. I never thought about it, but yeah, if you're rich in America, I guess that's better than being rich in Norway. Yeah, you know, if you're rich, that's just good, right? You're probably going to be pretty happy no matter what if you're rich. Norway, even though rich is very small to offer what a metro area can offer in terms of services, entertainment, and food options. And job opportunities. Job opportunities. Are there more job opportunities in America? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what the job market is like in Norway. This person says job opportunities are more available in America. Okay. You make more money than you would in Norway. You have more sense of freedom. More sense of freedom in America. So we're finally, it's funny. We started out this having some criticisms of America, saying it's not a great place to raise your children. It doesn't have good benefits. Now we're getting to some good things about America, according to Norwegians, and it all has to do with the money, actually. You have more of and a more sense of freedom. I'm not sure what that means. Although in America, we take our freedoms very, very, very seriously. Maybe a little different than Norway? I don't know. Things are really convenient. Living in the San Francisco Bay Area, you have an ocean an hour away, snow 2 hours away, desert 3 hours away. You don't have to shovel snow. Life is good. Huh. Huh. Yeah, America is a lot bigger than Norway. And we do have like desert, ocean if you're on the coast, snow. I doubt Norwegians want more snow. Costco. Some of these answers are so random. What are some great things about America? Costco. The closest one is in Stockholm, but I don't know if it's as good as the United States. I've never been there. I've never thought about Costco as being some kind of amazing perk. It's just normal here. It's a really big grocery store with really great deals. You have to sign up for a membership. Costco is pretty awesome. I guess we take it for granted. Nobody cares what you do in the States. In Norway, you're on the front page if you walk around in something that sticks out or you do something that's not normal. A for life. Interesting. So some Norwegians here love the Norwegian culture, especially for kids. But other Norwegians here seem to like American culture a bit. How, specifically, you can do whatever you want. You can stick out. You can. I know that's different in Norway with janteloven. You know, trying to fit in, trying to be normal. That's kind of what you do in Norway. It's more expected, doing what's expected. In America, it's just do whatever you want to do. Nothing is expected. Nothing is too weird. And I guess for some Norwegians, that's an attractive thought. I was offered a good expat job, and they said my kid could finish education here. This person got a good job in America, and their kid got education, so they stayed. Prison. Prison? What are they saying about prison? Why did you stay in America? Because you were in prison? Is that what we're saying? This Norwegian stayed in America because they are locked up in prison. Okay, fair enough. I assume most people will answer due to the pay. Yeah, the culture and the climate. The climate! That's right. The American climate might be a reason Norwegians live in America. There's much less snow, much more mild winter. Everything's more mild. I mean, there's some parts of America. If you want to live in Florida and just be warm all year long, you can do it. So I guess that's attractive. In my opinion, it's a little ungrateful to move somewhere else for more money when your home country is finished raising you. But people get only one life and they should be allowed to go where they want. So this person says if you're raised in Norway, you should have some kind of loyalty to Norway. Huh. Interesting. Where this is a bunch of not exactly what I'm looking for. Are there any more comments? Anything else? Well, in 12 of the last years, the U.S. schools have gone to poop. Huh. I think that's pretty much it. People migrate for a variety of reasons. There is no one great answer. Sure, the United States can offer a great life. That's a given. And it comes with more choices. Okay? Many others choose to stay in Norway. Not due to poverty, but rather the support of their nation, of Norway. Quality of life. Norway consistently ranks the highest quality of life, along with other Scandinavian countries. Yeah, well, The greatest thing about being Norwegian is being able to leave the country and come back to appreciate it. Interesting. That's an interesting thought as well. Maybe there's Norwegians out there who really want to travel and live in another country, or come live in the United States because you've heard about it, you're interested, or there's some things about America that you like. And it seems like for a lot of Norwegians, they come to America and actually realize there's things about Norway that they didn't really appreciate. That's it. That's very interesting. I've always lived in America, so maybe if I went to another country, I would start appreciating certain things about America. And the same for Norwegians appreciating Norway. Or maybe you stay in America. I don't know. It kind of had a mixed opinions here, which I like. This is a really interesting discussion. I think Norwegians have both good and bad things to say about America. I thought all of these points were pretty valid. Pretty, like, it made a lot of sense to me, anyway. So I just thought this would be fun to hear about. I've never met a Norwegian in America. I don't know how often Norwegians travel to America, but I think it's really cool that Norwegians do. And same thing. Americans don't go to Norway very much, but Norway is such a fascinating, amazing country. It's cool to hear that there's some Norwegians that have an interest in America as well. That's really cool. So, anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on America. Would you travel to America? Would you live in America as a Norwegian? That'd be really fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.